What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem heroes, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a short review of the Legendary Hero banner which is coming out tomorrow, and it features Legendary Marth. Now I'm still at my grandma's house, but I'm still going to be trying my best for this video, and we finally got Marth. Me and a lot of people did think that we would get Marth as a Legendary Hero at the end of this month because we got Choose Your Legends. Marth did really well in Choose Your Legends, so he was bound to get a Legendary alt sooner or later, but of course he got this right after Choose Your Legends, and it does make sense. So his artwork is absolutely amazing, and he's a fire legendary hero that gives +4 res and +3 HP with his legendary effect. Kind of ironic because he himself cleans up all of the dragons, but I guess the +4 res is really nice for proccing ploys and also for taking on mages. So he's a red infantry sword unit, and he has got Exalted Falchion. So this is effective on dragon foes, of course, grants him +3 speed, and it does have an effect similar to Erika Sieglin Refine. So it grants bonus to attack speed, defense, and res during combat depending on the current bonus that Marth has got in those stats, and it calculates each stat independently. Now, what this means is that if you're going to be giving him a Hone attack buff, for example +4 attack from Hone attack, then he's going to be applying the same buff once again on himself with the Exalted Falchion, but that buff is going to be an in-combat buff. So this only works when you give him visible buffs like from Hone skills, tactic skills, rally skills. So for example, if you give him the defense tactic support, he's going to be getting +12 defense because of Exalted Falchion. The +6 buff of that defense buff is going to be visible, and the other +6 which he got from Exalted Falchion is going to be in combat buff. So by using visible buffs, you're obviously going to be susceptible to panic ploy and stuff like that. So if you debuff him and if he has got some visible buffs, he's not going to be getting something like -8 attack. Obviously, he's just not going to be getting anything else. This effect is so incredible on a unit like him actually, because he's so offensive. He's meant to slay dragons, and he has got a high speed probably because of his base kit like it suggests. So if you give him something like attack tactic buff, it's gonna become +12 attack on him, and that is seriously amazing. And he has got Fire Emblem as a special. This is the second special in the game after Regnalastra that does damage based on the unit speed. And it's actually a power crept version of Regnalastra, which Ira has, because not only it gives him special damage based on his speed, but after the combat it gives his allies, all of his allies, +4 to all of their stats. And this basically works like a bomb skill, so this is absolutely incredible. So after he procs his special, he's gonna give like all of his allies the visible buffs, and this is only a 2-turn cooldown special, so it's incredibly easy to proc, and bonus is granted to allies even if Marth dies, which is what they mean by the words in the bracket. So this is incredible special, and he's probably gonna be having really good speed because his weapon gives him +3 speed, and he also has attack speed bond, which definitely helps him with the special. And attack speed bond is definitely a coveted skill, goes well with his theme of relying on his allies, I guess. Fire Emblem, his special is also not an inheritable skill, and so is his slot B skill, Binding Shield. So this is basically a dragon sweeper, and it also gives him follow-up attack against dragons. It's not even a breath breaker skill because it does not have any sort of threshold condition. So in combat against any kind of dragon foe, he's going to be making a guaranteed double, and the foe cannot counterattack. So none of those dragon shenanigans. He's the best dragon slayer in the entire game. Not even Alm can match up to his dragon slaying capabilities because he is so consistent with that. At least with Alm, you have to retreat to heal up your double line effect. But with Marth, he's not going to get counterattacked by any sort of dragon, and he can double every single dragon in the game, even if they are blue color like Noe. Doesn't really matter. That's why it's not even a breaker skill, because you cannot break against the color you're weak against. So this is absolutely incredible skill, and this is basically to blast Dragon Emblem into the outer space. Like, there's no way you can fight anything like this other than being able to player face a Marth, of course. Even if you run Sword Breaker on your blue dragon or even a red dragon, Marth is likely going to be faster than your dragon unless you get something like debuffs or something. So it's going to be incredibly hard for Dragon Emblem users and dragons in general to take on this kind of Marth. It's going to be really annoying actually. If you've got a Dragon Core for your arena team, then it's going to be really hard because there's no way you can enemy face this kind of Marth. And he has got Slot C Infantry Flash 3. It's quite similar to Noir's Infantry Rush, but this basically gives you Drive Flashing Blade skill, which is definitely pretty nice. Marth would have definitely liked this because he's got a 2-turn cooldown special, and he's pretty fast. But in any case, this is definitely a pretty nice Slot C skill. His entire kit is so amazing, honestly. Exalted Falchion is really amazing. Fire Emblem, Speed-based special, Binding Shield. Like, you do not even need to see the stats to tell that he's going to be incredibly powerful. Being able to kill dragons so easily, so safely, it's so incredible. He has got 40 HP, and here we're going to be seeing his Fire Emblem special in action. So he's going to proc his special, and he's going to do 36 damage to Harden. Normally he's going to be doing 25 damage, and he gets 11 bonus damage from Fire Emblem. So his speed is going to be somewhere between 37 or 39. That's of course counting the +3 speed buff from his Exalted Falchion, which is actually pretty good. Like, I hope that he's got 39 speed. That's gonna be really amazing, and it's really not gonna be that hard to take on a Swordbreaker dragon. You just give him any sort of hone speed support, and he's gonna be having like +8 speed. No dragon has got that much speed, even if they're running like Swordbreaker. He's gonna be doubling them. He works pretty nicely with his Groom alt actually. Groom Marth, who has got Ardent Service. Normal Marth does give drive buffs, so his Exalted Falchion does not work with the drive buffs. You need visible buffs in order for this to work. So we already know his HP, and his speed is gonna be somewhere around that. Really happy about Marth. Definitely gonna be excited to summon him on tomorrow's banner. And these are the units which appear on the Legendary Hero banners. So I'm going to be discussing them and giving you guys rating for them, and also the fodder rating. So first of all, we have got Faye. Faye herself isn't really the best user of Fire Sweep Bow because she does not really have the speed for it, and she's not really all that offensive. She's definitely a much defensive archer, so if you want to build a Faye, then you have to go with something like Guard Bow, Res Refine, run Ploys on her. Or if you want to invest even more, you could run a Defense Refine on your Guard Bow and have Close Counter. So Faye could definitely work like that. But you do need a lot of investment on Faye, and she's got Fire Sweep Bow. A ranged Fire Sweep weapon is definitely absolutely incredible. It will definitely help you a lot in getting the defense wins for Arena, and in general, like even for in-game content and for even your own use in Arena. So Fire Sweep Bow is definitely a 5 out of 5 because it's the only Fire Sweep weapon that's not available in the 4-star pool, and it's so incredible being a ranged Fire Sweep weapon. So that's Faye. She's gonna kill that Lance Flyer, and then we have got Brave Lucina. Brave Lucina is a pretty nice buff bot, can definitely help you with the new arena changes, which requires you to get kills from your bonus units. So her Gears Girl buff is going to be pretty nice. Her Gears Girl buff is only for the physical damaging units like bow, lance, sword, axe, stuff like that. And she does have Sturdy Blow and Ether in her base kit. That's definitely inheritable. Ether is definitely a pretty nice skill for arena scoring, and on a lot of units who can reduce their special cooldown, it's also a really good special for keeping them healthy. But you could definitely upgrade a Crom from 4-star to 5-star for Ether. You don't necessarily need to pull for her, but if you do get her and you want to fodder her off, then of course Ether is amazing. You could also inherit Sturdy Blow 2 from her in the process. And of course with her base 36 speed and base 34 attack, she's pretty decently offensive and works as a buff bot. And then we have got Nefni. So Nefni recently got a weapon refine in Dauntless Lands, and that gives her the effective damage against armored units, and it also has a stand skill built into that, and of course gets the -1 cooldown to her special. And she's a very powerful lance unit. She does have Wrath, which is absolutely coveted for skeletons, and only Nefni and Carla have got Wrath. If you get extra copies of Nefni and if you do not want to merge her, then you could definitely use her for Wrath. I definitely want to myself pull a Nefni because I really want to give Wrath to my sword Lene. I really like Lene. I want to complete her kit, but I've not been able to pull a second Nefni ever since her release. So definitely looking forward to this. She also has attack speed 2 as a slot A skill. That's, I guess, a decent skill on healers, a consistent one compared to something like attack speed bond or attack speed push, which have got their own conditions. But of course you want to fodder off for Wrath. Definitely a really amazing unit. 5 out of 5 on fodder, 9 out of 10 on rating. And then let's move on. We've got Fjorm, of course. So Fjorm is a free to play unit, has been given out for free. Everyone has got one free copy of her. She's of course a really good unit to plus 10 merge because she is a legendary unit, can give that legendary buff effect. She's definitely a frequent bonus arena unit, and you have been given a free copy of her, so that definitely reduces the cost of you plus 10 merging her because you get one free merge pretty much. So Fjorm is definitely a pretty nice unit to plus 10 merge because of that. But as a unit, like, Fjorm does lack in attack, has got average speed. It doesn't really help her avoid doubles from speedy units, but from mediocre speed units you could definitely avoid the doubles. She's of course a really nice range check because of Shield Pulse and Ice Mirror. So that's something that Fjorm also has. Definitely a pretty nice unit to plan to plus 10 merge eventually, as I said, for the reasons before. You could also use her top tier resistance for deploy debuffs in higher tier arena, where you could just have bonus units get the kill and she can support that bonus unit with her ploys if you decide to run that. So that was Fjorm. And then we have got Gunnthra, her sister. So Gunnthra does not really have much of a skill intense fodder. Like Fortress Res, it's not really all that coveted skill. We do have a secret seal for that. Resploy is also available as a secret seal, so she's not really all that useful for skill intense fodder. As a unit, she's definitely pretty nice with her Chilling Seal and also Blizzard, which works on debuffs. And with someone like Brave Veronica, who has been recently released, Gunnthra is a definitely powerful unit with her because with the Helo's Galf, which Brave Veronica has, she can apply -4 debuff to all of the stats of enemies and give Gunnthra +4 to all of her stats after she attacks a unit. And that can make Gunnthra a really scary unit to face. So Gunnthra is a pretty decent horse unit. Doesn't really have much for fodder. And moving on, we have got Valentine Hector finally showing up on a legendary banner. People have definitely been waiting for him. Berserk Armats is definitely a pretty scary weapon because of its -1 cooldown and also the inbuilt Wrath effect. So he can work out really nicely in player phase if you run Bullfighter. That's highly recommended for his slot B. And you could even run something like Double Wrath because it does stack up. So you could run Bonfire with Double Wrath, and that's going to be so strong. Very, very powerful unit. If I remember correctly, he does have a super boon in attack as well. Obviously has a lot of defense. Definitely a really nice unit to get. He does have Distant Counter as a skill which you could fodder him off for. Now I'm definitely going to be trying to summon him because I do want to give Distant Counter to my Ares. So Valentine Hector, absolutely amazing unit for the green pool. And then we have got SpringAlphonse. So SpringAlphonse is definitely considered to be the best Axe Cavalier by a lot of people, and he also has pretty nice base attack of 35, and he has got a pretty decent speed of 33, and with a plus speed IV or speed refine with his Giant Spoon, he can definitely use Giant Spoon pretty well. And we of course do have Marth as another speedy Axe Cavalier, and we even have Valhart now as a really strong Axe Cavalier. So in the time when SpringAlphonse was released, there was not really much competition, but now at least Marth and Valhart can give him some kind of competition, even though their merges are kind of limited. So SpringAlphonse is definitely a pretty nice Axe Cavalier. He's the only unit who has got Defense Smoke, and that's so useful with a lot of the high attack Brave Weapon users, and even some like high attack units in general. Like even in this banner itself, we have got Sword Reinhardt, and he's absolutely amazing user of Defense Smoke because of Master Sword. And you could definitely give this to your Brave Celica because of the double lion effect. That could definitely help her. Like you can proc Gale Force in your first combat, get the Defense Smoke debuff on the enemy, and then go after them with Celica once again with her Royal Sword set or even a Fire Sweep Sword set. Definitely pretty nice with a Fire Sweep Sword Celica actually. So Defense Smoke is definitely a coveted skill. And then we have got SpringKaguro. SpringKaguro is an amazing user of Sky Mayogi and Cloud Mayogi, which we have recently got with the Festival and Hushido banners. So if you really like Kagero, you could definitely pull her and give one of those weapons to her, and she's going to be destroying armor units and also the dragon units depending on which dagger you give her with something like flyer buffs. She's got high attack and good speed. She comes with Lethal Carrot, which is a wood out dagger, and she's definitely a pretty good user of that herself. And she can also give that to other units if you decide to use her for skill intense. And Speed Res Bond is definitely not all that good skill for skill intense. And mainly people are going to be foddering her off for Lethal Carrot. She does have Live for Honor, which can definitely help you with some badges if you are trying to get more badges for Sacred Seals. And she's got good flyers. Being a dagger unit who can receive emblem buffs definitely sets her apart from the other dagger units. So definitely a pretty nice unit. And then we have got Female Grima. As always, Legendary Grima is a pretty nice unit. with the inbuilt distant counter. Dragon Skin is pretty nice for avoiding the effective damage from bows. She's also a really nice unit for completing the Grand Hero Battle Elite quest with the flying ones. And she does have really high speed, which is her strongest suit. And she does have low HP pool compared to other dragons, and does have comparatively lower bulk. And her base attack isn't really all that highest, and she cannot run steady breath, warding breath, or anything like that to help her with her damage output and her specials like other dragons can. And Summer Young Tiki definitely gives her a run for her money as a flying dragon, because she does have steady breath built into her weapon. She also has higher BST and better stat line than Female Grima, so there Female Grima definitely faces some competition, and she has got Red Smoke as a skill which you could fodder her off for. Red Smoke isn't really used all that much because you could just use Red Ploy, but with units who do not have enough resistance to run Red Ploy, you could definitely run Red Smoke. And with a Dancer and a Magical Nuke, Red Smoke can be pretty powerful. And then we have got World of Thracia, Reinhardt, and he has got his Master Sword, absolutely best Red Cavalier in the game. He has got mixed phase because of his Master Sword, and he does have Death Blow Vantage on his base kit, but the thing is that he doesn't really have anything for fodder other than his Spur Attack Defense, which only he has got, and I think Summer Tan also has that, so you could definitely inherit that and also Death Blow 3 from him, but other than that, he's not really all that good Skeleton's fodder. So if you already have him and you've got him with good IVs, then yeah, he's not really going to be all that appealing to you on this banner, taking the red spot with Legendary Marth and Lene, of course. And as I said, he's extremely powerful, and he can also run distant counter if you get extra Love Bounce Hector, and if you really like Reinhardt, that gives him even better mixed phase because he can easily destroy range enemies. And of course, as I said before, Defense Smoke is also really nice on Reinhardt. And then we have got Lene on the banner. So Lene is the red unit on this banner along with Legendary Marth and Reinhardt. And I'm only 3 Lenes away from having a plus 10 Lene. Still haven't got a plus 10 Ares, but definitely going to be trying to get more Lenes. And as a dancer, she is pretty good, of course, but isn't really all that better than Olivia if you have her. But Lene does have better base kit. She has got Safeguard, so she's definitely pretty useful for skeletons with that. She also has Firestorm Dance, but people are usually going to be foddering her off for Safeguard. It's pretty much a sword and a defense variant of Berkut Lance, but the problem is that there are not really a lot of red units who have got high resistance and low defense who would ideally want to run this, but still it can be pretty nice on high defense sword units. So Safeguard nonetheless is definitely a pretty nice sword for skeletons, and definitely makes Lene a really good fodder because of that. So on this banner, we have got some pretty good skills like Wrath, Distant Counter, Fire Sweep Bow, and some pretty good units as well. Like for green, you have got Lava Bounce Hector, for blue, you have got Nefni, and for red, you have got Legendary Marth, and for colorless, you of course have SpringKaguro. So every color does have a really strong unit, and also has a pretty nice skill. Red having Defense Smoke and Legendary Marth's Infantry Flash, blue having Wrath, green having Distant Counter, and colorless having Fire Sweep Bow from Faye. But still, the skeletons isn't really all that strong compared to some of the previous legendary banners we had. Like some of the previous banners had a lot of insane skills at the same time, like we had Steady Breath, Warding Breath, Close Counter, Distant Counter on the same banner and stuff like that. But still, this is a pretty decent banner, not really all that bad and not really all that impressive. The units are also decently strong enough. We do have Hector, of course, as the main spotlight on this banner. Love Bounce Hector from the green color, and of course Legendary Marth. So this is overall a pretty decent banner. If you do have orbs left from Choose Your Legends, you could definitely try to get Legendary Marth. He's going to be absolutely amazing with the Dragon Slaying capabilities. And for the people who didn't spend any orb on Choose Your Legends because they have been waiting for the Legendary banner, you could definitely try for Marth. He's definitely worth it and definitely a pretty powerful unit. A really unique unit because he's the best Dragon Slayer. He does have amazing base kit and overall decent banner. I would have liked if they put Male Grima on the banner as well in the green pool. I would have definitely liked that a lot because I would definitely like Vengeful Fighter, and I know a lot of people would as well. And Grima scores incredibly well in Arena as well. So Male Grima could have definitely made this banner better, but I think he might appear on the next banner because we have got Harden and also Celica on the Legendary banner, the Fallen versions, and we have not got Fallen Grima yet on a Legendary banner. He of course got a recent banner in the fighter skills, but still, like, he hasn't really appeared on the Legendary banner, so that's why definitely really excited for Marth. Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.